It's Jones Aji. This is Star 103.5 FM. I'm here with Nanama Ajimai, bringing you the latest in the world of sports. Nanama, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
I like the energy. I don't even know why I'm full of energy this morning.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but then,
maybe somebody will send me money. That's the only thing that can make me this happy.
but we are thankful. We thank God so much for life. And the 29th day of August. It means that some 2 days away there.
Charlie, God has been good. Yeah. God has been so good.
It's not easy.
Wow. August is almost over.
Yeah.
Glory be to God. Charlie, God's for there. Give.
Okay,
God's for there.
It means that if you go do something genuine inside.
Yeah.
By September, the baby will come.
Yeah.
Not far.
Yeah. Babies are blessings.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But God's for there. Shout out to God.
Big ups to Mauga.
Yeah, God's for there.
All right, so we also live on Facebook. Yes, get to Facebook. STARR103.5. And then you can catch us live. We are live on Facebook as well. This morning, we are talking the Black Stars of Ghana. Today, Coach Otuado would bring out the squad. Yes, trust me, they already know. The players have already been told. They know themselves. But then officially, Coach Otuado would release the squad, would give us an official announcement. That will happen 12 p.m. today at the GFA Secretariat or the headquarters or head office, in how you want to call it. So we'll be bringing you that later in the day because, of course, we will not have that until 12. But then we will also be looking at some local news. Yes, teams like Accra Suffolk, they are in the news. Kotoko, they are the new Chelsea. They are signing every player available. Kotoko are signing. We'll bring you news from Kotoko as well. And then we'll move straight to Europe. Don't forget that the Carabao Cup yesterday, ended, the second round ended, and then a new draw has been made. And the big one for today is the Champions League. The Champions League draw is up today, and it's a new format, a crazy format, a complicated format. Trust us on the sports chat to bring you a breakdown. Yes, we'll try our very best to bring you a breakdown of how the new Champions League format will be. So this time around, the draw will be done. You're not going to see Group A, Group B. No. That is not going to happen. There is a new format for the Champions League. So we'll bring you that, and then of course we'll move to the English Premier League. Cristiano Ronaldo has been speaking. His YouTube channel is new content for the boys. Charlie, new content, fresh content for the boys. And then there's news from Cristiano Ronaldo as well. He's been saying some few things. Is he going to retire now? What does he want to do? Well, Nana is the Ronaldo fan. You tell us.
I think I know why I'm happy.
Yeah.
It's because I watched I think about 30 minutes.
You now know why you're happy.
Yeah, but I think somebody will send me money. That also plays.
That's but then, or maybe Ronaldo will send you money.
Like my life changed.
Right. So we would also look at Cristiano Ronaldo. What has he been saying on YouTube? We'll bring you just about 1 minute here of what he's been saying on his channel about himself, and then goes, and then we'll take you to Chelsea. Yes, don't forget that they are the club in the Premier League with the most players, and they are looking to offload some players. Confirmed transfer deals will bring you all that. So do stick and stay with us.
So stand up for the champions.
Now let's start off from the Rainbow Boys, Accra Suffolk. Yesterday, don't forget that they are on preseason tour. So Accra Suffolk yesterday were in Togo. Yes, Togo. Even if we be Togo, we outside. So we outside. Yes. So Accra Suffolk are outside. They are outside Ghana, international friendly.
Let me tell you what happened.
Yeah.
So this dawn, I woke up around 3 something, and I got a notification. I've turned on my notification for Accra to phone.
Okay.
Not because I like them, but because for
Yes.
you know.
Yeah.
And
you like us.
I got a notification that Accra to folk, their phobias, they have tweeted. I'm like, when I'm Togo na muye de how much you so monda. So I started asking myself, Togo nigga na duration.
How long is it?
And I said, do you know?
Oh no, so I mean, getting to Aplau from Accra to Aplau. Aplau is just Togo because the moment you get to Aplau, you are in Togo.
Okay, so do they lead us in it like with our?
Oh no,
It's the same time.
same
So
time.
admin know they sleep. Three
Yeah.
something he was tweeting.
Yeah, same time.
Oh.
Same time.
One I'm talking about
Please. We Accra to folk, we outside. We are playing international friendlies. So yesterday, Accra to folk beat Semasi FC of Togo.
Wait, it didn't can you there.
Semasi. Hey, Nemasi. Hey, we beat them. Yes, so Accra to folk actually beat Semasi of Togo by 3-1 yesterday in a friendly in there. Dreams FC also beat Division 1 side Home Stars 3-0 in Butri yesterday. So Home Stars actually will be playing another friendly this morning at 8 a.m. Around Sakumono. Yes, we wish them all the best. And then Kotoko, they are signing every player available. Charlie. So Kotoko have announced the signing of 22-year-old Nigerian midfielder Fernando Bassey. Now you know what?
He looks like a movie actor, like, you know. You see those actors that they play wicked roles, arm robber, like drug dealers.
Charlie.
Please, I'm joking.
You are not joking. You are not joking. You are not joking. Well,
like Rambo style.
I think they've signed a new Noah Ramsey.
Ramsey Noah.
Hey, well, time will tell. But then, the other thing that is funny is that people are saying the age, the 22-year-old, no. 22-year-old, no.
He doesn't look 22.
If Kotoko's new player is 22-year-old, trust me, I'm sure I can play for that under 17 side.
He doesn't look 22.
But please, he has a Nigerian card, not a Ghana card, and you guys cannot tell them anything. He's 22 years old.
They are calling him Igwe to park.
So Kumasi Asante Kotoko have announced the signing of 22-year-old Nigerian midfielder Fernando Bassey. Don't forget, he carries the name Bassey. And if you know Nathaniel Bassey, you know that Bassey players.
Anointed.
Yes. So let's see. Charlie Kotoko. They are doing so well. And as I said earlier, Otuado would be meeting the media today at 12 p.m. We'll bring you all that on the game and then on news bulletins.
Please, I want to say something about Kotoko signing that player. You know, their player, Bernard Somoa, he has joined Celta Vigo on loan. Yeah. So this is his replacement.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about the replacement, okay. Yesterday I saw some stuff. I'm trying to get it. But I like he's played 76 games. He has 8 goals. His stats, it doesn't look good.
Don't worry.
It doesn't look good at all.
Don't worry.
It doesn't look good.
It is just the beginning, no. He's a young chap, 22-year-old. Nanama, he's a young chap, 22-year-old. Into down ball.
Okay.
Down ball short passes.
To park. We wish you all
down
the
ball
best.
short passes.
I hope I'm not too sure about him. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
I'm not too sure.
Kotoko fans are excited about the new Igwe to park that has come in.
I can tell you for a fact that they are not excited about this.
When he gets onto the field and you guys see the passes, short passes, long passes, true passes, then you know that we've brought in a 22-year-old
I hope
Nigerian.
they don't make the same mistake they made last
Don't forget that.
Players
he has the name Fernando. And you know players name Fernando. Hey,
you go to park. I wish you all the best. Go and do well.
All right, so finally, before we move to the European scene, Club Africain has officially announced the signing of Shokan Hunaf Mohamed as their new player. So the Ghanaian has joined Club Africain, and we wish him all the best. Right, so Black Stars today, Nana, 3 players you are looking to see in Otuado squad this afternoon.
Honestly, I'm very biased when it comes to the local players.
Yeah. Oh.
But unfortunately, I'm not sure
we'll get one.
that any local player, especially when the league hasn't started at all. So I'm not sure
we'll get a local player. Yeah.
But we have players playing in the Confederation and Champions League. But I mean that is not
that's not too strong
enough for them to get a playoff. But I know for a fact that the DIU is not in the squad. You know, he was
breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news.
Nanama is breaking the news. And there's no Andre DIU.
He's not in the squad. I mean, he's still in Ghana. He doesn't have a club yet. He's not playing.
Yeah.
So definitely Thomas Partey will still be the captain.
Okay.
And our last game, that is our last 2 games that we played.
Yeah.
Inyaki didn't come because he was injured.
Yeah, yeah.
Majida Shumeru also couldn't make it because of the same injury issues. And Joseph Penso at that time had joined his team in the MLS. He had visa issues traveling, so he couldn't join.
Actually join
So
the
there are the
Stars,
3 players that I'm expecting. But the same squad, Vatai Sahako is having a good season. Mohamed Kudus, Thomas Bate, and the rest.
Senior man Jordan Ayew.
Of course, he's in the list. He's in the list. So I'm looking forward to a good squad. It will not be too different from the squad we played that they were called the last 2 games against Mali and So there's nothing new. Just the same old squad.
Well, so you can also join us on Facebook. Let us know which players you think, 3 players that you would want to see, or you believe that the coach Otuado would be putting into his squad. Well, the squad is already there. It's just that they are just formalities.
And the day use out.
Why do you keep saying it?
But the day you
I know.
I
but the
attended
way,
him in Paris.
I know that.
I know.
Yeah, but you're all boss to.
Oh yeah, because I know he's out.
All right. So you've mentioned Paris. Let's still stay in France. And a spectacular opening ceremony marked the start of the Paris 2024 Paralympic Games as athletes paraded along the iconic Champs-Élysées to Place de la Concorde in
Place de la Concorde.
Oh,
Place de la Concorde. I did a story from there. It's Place de la Concorde, please.
Merci,
you.
madame.
Don't spoil
Place de la Concorde.
Yeah.
Excusez-moi,
Yeah.
mon ami.
If you have not been to Paris, you can't
Yeah,
mention the name. I've been there. So,
apology.
Yeah. Place de la Concorde.
Right, so Place de la Concorde in glorious condition. So as with the Olympic Games, the Paralympic Games opening ceremony was held outside of a stadium for the first time in the French capital. The main ceremony was staged at Place de la Concorde. Hey, what a good student. I went to Mali school, by the way.
Yeah. You're smart.
On a perfect summer evening in the heart of the city following a parade along the Avenue des Champs-Élysées. Yes, so organizers estimated 65,000 people would be present, with spectators able to watch the parade for free. Now, the first of 11 days of sporting action takes place on Thursday, that's today, as France hosts a summer Paralympic Games for the first time. About 4,400 athletes from a record 168 delegations are set to take part in the 22 Paralympic sports, competing for a total of 549 gold medals in Paris. So yesterday, our Ghanaian team, they were in there. It was brilliant. This time around, not Fugu, but then our Ghanaian athletes were in beautiful kente, nice kente, Ghana-made kente, and repping Ghana.
Oh, you've seen that before. The Blasters, they wear kente all the time.
Oh, no, but I'm very optimistic about this team.
Yeah. When it comes to those things,
yeah. So Frederick Assor would be in action today. Let me just get that. Yes, so he will be action today in what's the name of this? Is it weightlifting? Yes, weightlifting. He's going to be in action today. So we wish him all the best in there. Frederick Assor of Ghana is going to be in action today. All right, now let's move on to the Carabao Cup. Yesterday, the Carabao Cup round 2 ended and a new draw has been made. So we'll see Blackpool take on Sheffield Wednesday. Preston would play Fulham. Everton would take on Southampton. QPR Queen's Park Rangers are going to take on Crystal Palace. Stoke City would play Fleetwood, Brighton, and Hove Albion are going to take on Wolves. And AFC Wimbledon would play Newcastle. Chelsea are going to take on Barrow. Easy one. Liverpool, big one, would take on West Ham United. Manchester City play Watford. Arsenal would play Bolton Wanderers. Manchester United would take on Barnsley. Wycombe would play Aston Villa. Coventry would play Tottenham Hotspurs. Walsall would take on Leicester City. Jordan Ayew, Leicester City. And then Brentford would play Leyton Orient in there. All right. Let's do some news from Cristiano Ronaldo before we bring you Champions League, because the Champions League is a special package. Yes, Nanama is smiling, and so Cristiano Ronaldo has revealed his ultimate target before he retires from football. The Portuguese icon maybe nearing his 40th birthday, but he still has high hopes for his future on the pitch, with his biggest ambition being to reach 1,000 career goals, 1,000 career goals. Speaking to former Manchester United teammate Rio Ferdinand, the Al Nassr captain says he will provide video evidence of each time he has found the back of the net. Now let's get to listen to Cristiano Ronaldo.
And
Well, some technical, difficulties with the sound, but I will surely get to listen to Cristiano Ronaldo, who was actually speaking. Don't forget that he has a new YouTube channel, and you can just get to YouTube, ur.cristiano.
I listened to the interview this morning,
Yeah.
and his mentality is everything. Everything. So it's an interview that everyone should watch,
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
because it changes your mentality.
Yeah.
He has a strong mentality. He's not done.
Hey.
He's not done.
Hey.
Let's listen to
All right,
him.
let's listen to him.
things. And one thing that I learned in a few years is like, enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. Live the moment, because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So I know that I'm still looking good. I mean, I look good, I feel that I still can dribbling, still shooting, score goals, jumping. The day that I start to feel that I'm not produce nothing, listen, I pack my bags and I go away. But it's far from that, because as I told you, I don't want to be cocky. I scored 16 goals this season. Now you're gonna
60 goals?
6-0.
Wow.
Now you're gonna speak me about 5 goals you don't score in Euros. What's going on? What's the problem? I scored 130. I'm the most goal scorer in the world history.
Shit.
But I will put
wish
the
I could say
level
that.
even high. I will put the level even high. Soon I will do it 900, and after I will beat 1,000. And I
Yeah?
want to see. Yes,
You're going to put to 1,000?
I want to reach 1,000 goals in.
Fucking hell, how old are you going to be then when you're playing still? 40?
Well, I will try 41. We don't know.
Yeah?
This is why I told you I want to live the present. But if I'm not have injuries,
Yeah, touch wood.
this is for me. It's the most important. I want that. For me, it's the best mark that I can have in football is to reach first 900 goals. After, my challenge is to be 1,000 goals. With one different. All the goals that I score, they have video. So I can prove that my goals, all goals, I mean,
Certifications.
and if you want more goals, I can bring from the training too. So no problem. All the goals with video, and I will prove to the people after. They prefer this player or this is the best ever. I don't care about that.
Can you hate this man? No, like how can you hate
You
this
gotta
man?
look at the mentality.
How can you hate this man?
When hard work meets talent, you know.
So
1,000
Ronaldo is
goals.
saying that even if you want goals from training cry.
Charlie receipt day, receipts day.
Well, it never stops. I believe that some people will be motivated. Yes, age is just a number. You should go all out. Keep doing. That's what Cristiano Ronaldo is telling you. Don't stop. All right, now Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca has told Raheem Sterling and the other members of his squad who are yet to be involved this season that they will not get any minutes if they stay at the club. 29-year-old has made 81 appearances for Chelsea since joining from Manchester City for £50 million in July 2022, but is yet to feature this season. Now, speaking before Chelsea's UEFA Conference League playoff second leg against Servette, Maresca repeated his stance that Sterling and then left back Ben Chilwell and other players he has frozen out of the team so far will not play for him.
I said already many times when we spoke about Raheem, it's a fantastic person, it's a fantastic guy, trained very well. The only thing is that every manager has different idea, and I said that in terms of the kind of winger, it's not the one that I like, but doesn't mean nothing in terms that he's no good player. I think the history and the numbers speak for Raheem. So my advice is just he knows exactly what he has to do. I don't think he needs, to be honest, my advice. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. But because I prefer to be honest with the player, so with Raheem happened exactly the same. They are all players. The ones that they are not involved, they are all players that they are not going to be involved, and they don't get any minutes in case they stay.
Now, in tennis, Novak Djokovic is through to the third round of the US Open after a grueling match came to a premature end when Laszlo Djere was forced to retire with an injury. Now, defending champion Djokovic was leading 6-4, 6-2, 2-0 when an abdominal issue meant fellow Serb Djere was unable to continue. All right, now, let's do this. The sound of this, you know what we're talking about. We are talking the Champions League. So the new Champions League is here. It is new, it is fresh, and it is a bit confusing. But trust me, this morning I'm going to break down to you the new format of the Champions League. So this Thursday's draw is at 11 a.m. in Monaco, and will unveil a new format with 36 teams, 4 pots, and a big table that will determine the best 8 teams that will go directly to the round of 16. Now, in the new format of the Champions League, each team will face 8 different opponents, 4 home and then 4 away games, but not against the same opponent, for which a draw will be made with 4 pots to determine the 8th opponent. Each team would play against 2 opponents from each pot, and it will be the software company A-Live that would decide the order of the matches in the stadium to be played in. So in this new Champions League format, the first match day will be played on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Until now, the Champions League was only played on Tuesdays and then Wednesday, and the last match day will have 18 simultaneous matches. The remaining match days would be played on Tuesdays and then Wednesdays. Now, in the first phase of matches, teams from the same country cannot play against each other unless forced to do so by the competition and the draw. In this case, there can be only one match between teams from the same country, and it would only affect federations such as the Spanish, English, Italian, or Germans who have 4 or more participants. Of course, this year's Champions League final will be played on May 30th. That's next year, 2025, at the Allianz Arena in Munich, Bayern's home stadium. So just get to Facebook now, and then there is an image of how the pot will be. I'm going to explain it quickly before we take leave of you. So there are 36 teams. We have the Manchester City, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, PSG, Liverpool, Inter, Borussia Dortmund, Leipzig, Barcelona. They are in pot 1. In pot 2, you find the likes of Bayern Leverkusen, Atletico Madrid, Atalanta, Juventus, Benfica, Arsenal, Club Brugge, Shakhtar Donetsk, and AC Milan. In pot 3, final Sporting CP, PSV, Dynamo Zagreb, Salzburg, Lille. We have Red Bull, Starr Grade, and then we also see Young Boys and then Celtic. In pot 3. Now in pot 4, we have the likes of AS Monaco, Sparta Praha, Aston Villa, Bologna, Girona, Stuttgart, Sturm Graz, Stade Brestos, and then Slovan Bratislava. So 36 teams in this year's Champions League. So a league format for 36 teams. So this time around, it's going to be a league format. Yes, they are not groups, but a league format. But not all teams will play against all teams. No, we are not going to see all teams playing against all teams. Instead, each club would have 8 opponents. So let's use Manchester City. If you are joining us on Facebook now, you can actually see the breakdown of the new Champions League format. So each one club would have 8 opponents. So for example, Manchester City, they would have 2 opponents from pot 1. So for example, Manchester City might face Inter Milan and then Borussia Dortmund from pot 1. And then when you get to pot 2, City again would have 2 opponents from pot 2, say Benfica and then AC Milan. So Benfica and then AC Milan for Manchester City. Probably. Please, this is not a draw. I'm just giving an explanation of how the draw might be like. And then in pot 3, Manchester City would have to have 2 opponents again. So let's say they would have PSV and then Celtic. So PSV and Celtic in pot 3 for Manchester City. And then when they get to pot 4, again, 2 opponents for Manchester City. So we might see the likes of AS Monaco and then Girona in pot 4 for Manchester City. So each club would have 8 opponents. So they would play 4 games home and then 4 away. So this time we're not going to have home and away. No. When the 8 opponents are picked, now a software company called A Live are going to conduct the draw. So it will be a hybrid draw, a manual one, and then of course we would see the computer or the software, yes, come into play. So 8 teams will be picked, 2 from each pot, and then 4 games home for the team and then 4 away. So it's not going to be home and away. No, you just have 4 games home and then 4 away. Now, a club would play 4 teams home, as I said, and then 4 other teams away. So 8 games for a club at the league stage. So at this league stage, there are going to be 8 games for each team, right? And there will be a league format. So when you win, you go top. When you lose, you go bottom. Now, teams that place first to 8th will qualify automatically for the round of 16. So if you place first to 8th after the 8 games, so every team, the 36 teams, would play their 8 games. When they are done, there would be the league from the 1st to the 36th. Now, the 1st to 8th would automatically qualify for the round of 16. And teams that place 9th to 24th will be drawn in a knockout round to pick the 8 other teams. So the 9th to 24th would actually play a knockout game. Yes, they would play a knockout game. And then from there, the winners of that knockout game would actually go and meet the 1st to 8th team that qualified automatically from the league. Now, teams that play 25th to 36th will be eliminated from the competition automatically. So, if you find yourself, if your team finds itself 25th to 36th, they should just forget about the Champions League this season. Now, the round of 16 will follow the usual knockout format until the final. Don't forget that the round of 16, there will be draws. So this time around, there will be draws for the round of 16. The new system means that we'll see more games added to the Champions League. So this new system means we are seeing 50% addition of games. And then we'll see more top-seeded clubs face each other in the early stages. So we are going to see probably the likes of Manchester City meet Real Madrid, probably in the early stages. Yes, this time around, back in the day, or the formats we used to see teams play, the big teams play in the knockout stage. But this time around, with this new format, we might actually see Manchester City probably take on Arsenal. Yes, and that is a big game. So it just spells more matches for the boys and then more odds for the boys as well. And we'll see more top-seeded clubs face each other in the early stages there. And there would be also issues. People would say this was rigged, and why was this team given this team? But then this is a new format, and if you missed the new format, get to Facebook, Starr 103.5 FM, Sports Chat, and then you just get to replay and understand the format. Of course, images are on Facebook to help you understand how this new format will be working. So the Champions League draw would be on today at 11 a.m. Don't forget that the Black Stars of Ghana as well, the squad announcement would be on today at 12 p.m. as well. We'll bring you all that on the game. So join us on the game at 1 p.m. With Benghazi and then Monica Bukari on GH1 TV as well on Starr 103.5 FM. My name is Jones Aji. I was here with Nana Majima. The morning show continues. We have an exciting package for you this morning. Yes, exciting. Of course, we go all out for you. So do stick and stay with Starr 103.5 FM.